Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. We are nerdies. We're nerdities. I'll get through that one day. Nerdy Jersey's finest. Welcome to our weekly therapy session. I am Mike, joined as ever by
Justin,
as well as
Kyle,
and we have a
Vin,
and then round out with
Kyle.
That's all of us, and wow, we have a lot to talk about this week. We've got a lot of trailers, we've got a lot of experiences, a bunch of video game stuff. There's plenty to be had, but we just got done with the most important event in capitalism. So let's talk about our experiences with...
Before we get into that...
Oh, no, something to preempt the big game?
I would like to wish everybody listening and on the show Happy Mistress Day.
What's this now?
The day before Valentine's Day is Mistress Day.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yes.
You know what? I didn't think about it until you threw the Valentine's Day thing in. And yeah.
It's a thing.
Kumar Day.
Look it up.
Kumar Day.
Also, let's let the good times roll, baby. It's Fat Tuesday.
True.
Oh, that's a Louisiana thing, isn't it?
Oh. It stems from the whole Christian religion day before Ash Wednesday. Lit it up.
Yeah, before you have to give up something.
Oh, the day when Christians resort to sloth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, gluttony, wrong one.
Yeah.
Gluttony.
Yeah, gluttony.
Yeah, totally different murder. Okay, that's good. We got our religious side out of the way. Let's touch on our sports side. Did everybody watch the big game? I'm going to keep saying the big game because I don't want to get sued. Although maybe we should start using the word. Get some attention.
Yeah, what the fuck are they going to do?
Apparently they're very litigious about
Super Bowl,
saying the
Super
word
Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Wait, you can't say Super Bowl?
Well, you can't use it in advertising. Unless you have the express written permission of the NFL. When you're doing something like, say, if we had a bar and we were having a party last Sunday, we couldn't call it the Super Bowl party. We call it a big game party. Championship party.
The last game of football of the year?
Yeah. Season ender party. Mm-hmm. Postseason ender. Doesn't matter what kind of verbal trickery you use. Super Bowl can't be used unless you have a deal with them. Because money. As with everything else.
We do have a deal with them. We pay for the arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the deal. Super Bowl.
I would just call it the NFL season finale. There you go.
Good call.
Who won? I stopped watching after the third quarter.
Chiefs.
Midway through the third. Chiefs?
Yeah, in the fifth quarter.
Who'd have thunk it?
This just proves how little I know about football. I could have swore it was like sudden death in overtime.
They amended those
It used
rules.
to be. They changed it for the girls, known as the Chiefs, because they cried the loudest.
No, they changed it for the Patriots.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they
No,
did.
they changed it for the Chiefs versus the Bills because the Bills and the Chiefs, it was like a 44-43 game, and they were upset because the Bills didn't have another chance.
Yeah, they changed it because of the Chiefs, but for the Bills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. And then because then Mahomes got upset because one of the years he didn't win, he's like, it's bullshit, man. We should get a chance. No, you shouldn't. Bill Cowher said it the best. This is the pros. You win or you lose by the defense or the offense. That's it. Go home.
I do like giving them both an opportunity to have the ball, but I mean,
it changes the game and it makes the clock kind of obsolete because it has to end, especially the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I mean, I just like having the game not decided by a coin toss necessarily. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Whoever gets the ball first.
Hey,
OT.
it's never decided by a coin toss. It's decided by the boys in the stripes. We've seen it a dozen times.
The sweat and the tears, that which makes the decision.
Yeah.
I think the most impressive thing though is how like the Niners rallied, and they didn't just rally in terms of like being able to score points. They rallied in terms of like not blowing assignments like they were at the beginning of the game, not fumbling the ball twice. You know what I mean? Like,
Not having 6 flags on the first 7 or 8 plays.
I mean, I don't know what was said at halftime, but they came out so much more disciplined in the second half, and that really was the difference in the game.
The Chiefs has always been a second half team.
I feel like it was something along the lines of calm the fuck down. Stop making bad calls. Relax. There's a lot of emotional mistakes made out there.
Yeah.
But the most important things of the day were the commercials, and we'll get to them later. More importantly than that, gambling.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
And congrats to all our big winners, including exposing James's own James.
James of exposing.
Who somehow...
Now that's luck. That's pure dumb luck.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he won. Because this is numbers pulled from a hat. Or a bucket.
Kid finished the night at fucking $200.
Yeah, so of the 16 possible boxes to have hit, he won 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty great, because also, Nerdity's #1 superfan happened to win a decent chunk of money, too.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Roselle, shout out to you. Been here since day one. You get a little bit of payback, which will, as he says, go directly back into getting cookies.
Because my man knows what's up.
Mm-hmm. Really he gambled store credit.
Yeah. But, James stayed up for the entire game, right? And he's watching, and Mike can tell you, kid was getting nervous at certain points. He's like, all right, who's on the board? Oh, I still have a shot. Oh, I need them to hold off for the next 4.5 minutes. Mike's like, that's probably not going to happen, dude.
It's really interesting for me to be the adult telling a kid about a sport. Because I'm not the most sports-oriented person,
Yeah.
but I know enough about all of them to be like, no, they don't want to do that play. Oh, no, you're not likely going to get... They're probably going to run down. They got 3 minutes left. They're probably going to get down there and at least kick a field goal. Yeah, you're not getting this money. So I could not play with his emotions, but accurately represent the likelihood that he's going to be making money. Because he was pretty oblivious at times.
Oh, yeah.
The first quarter, he had no idea. There was 3 minutes left, and we're like, you lucky little bastard.
Yeah.
What? You just won $100. And then he gets all emotional and starts doing backflips, essentially.
Yeah. Well, he's
That's when the addiction kicks in.
Yeah. He's half asleep towards the end, right? And it goes into OT. And he's like, all right, I'm going to start getting ready for bed. I'm too tired. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, well, brush your teeth and shit, and then, come out and say goodnight. By the time he had walked back out, the game was over. He's like, who ended up winning? And I was like, well, you and the Chiefs. And he's like, I did? I was like, yeah, you won the 4th on the $2 box. I was like, it's another $80. And he's like, oh, $200? Yeah, dude. Now go to bed.
That's a good birthday present.
200 you'll never see. Don't mind. Goodbye. That's going to pretty much go to the Disney.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I bring it up because he had talked to my father, and when my dad purchased his boxes, he's like, I want one set with my initials and James's initials, and one set with my initials and Zach's initials, and I'm going to split the money with whatever kid wins. That's fair. So James is like, oh yeah, I'll do the same. But when James wins, and my grandfather and his grandfather's like, hey, I see you won. James is like, no, I'm not sharing it. He's like, he goes, I don't remember saying that.
What a guy.
Yeah, I hope there comes a time when he's not a duplicitous little shit.
He's saying this to the guy who's taking him to Disney.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, hang on, champ. His father is taking him to Disney because his father is the one paying for his ass to go to Disney.
Yeah, that's right. His grandfather's not paying for him to go to Disney. His grandfather's giving him enough money to buy whatever the fuck he wants at Disney. So he should be a lot more caring towards him.
Yeah.
So, in the Justin always wins column, I'm driving him to school yesterday morning, and I'm like, now you know, you promised your grandfather half of that money. He's like, I did not. I'm like, are you sure that's the stance you want to take? He goes, yeah. I'm like, you're positive? He goes, yeah. I was like, all right. So we pull up, and he's like, why you asking? I was like, no, just remember, your $200 is in my Venmo account. He's like, oh. I'm like, have a good day at school, son.
Yeah, don't make declarations until it's in your hand.
Yep.
This is thing about counting chickens. He's just never learned.
Come on, man, you've watched Princess Bride enough. You know you don't get into a drinking contest with a Sicilian.
Yeah. He would pick a land war in Asia, that kid. And then go, what? What? I'm bigger than them. Okay, we know that's not true.
I do have to say, I do feel bad. We have to take the kid to an endocrinologist. Because he hasn't grown in 2 years.
I can't help but feel like he's grown incrementally, just not as much as he'd like.
It's not on the curve of what his growth should be.
Mm.
So
Yeah, it's frustrating.
they're thinking it's either hormonal or thyroid related.
Well, let's not air the kid's dirty laundry.
Well, just shoot him up.
Yeah.
Steroids.
Testosterone.
Can't get him a fucking appointment though until July. So I'm thinking kid's gonna fucking spurt before then all of a sudden.
The night before, he's going to get 6 inches, and you're going to walk in there and be like, well, the copay is... This is how much you just wasted.
Yep. But that's all the personal stuff.
Good. I have no casting, but I was told there was casting that occurred, so I will hand the ball off.
Dave Bautista and Sam Jackson are working together on a new project.
You know what? I heard about this last week and decided not to clip it because it's what is it? A Code Red comic or Red? I don't even know the name of the company.
I don't know, but I'm excited to see the two of them together.
It's nice.
They cast the new lead for the Karate Kid movie with Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, this odd thing that I completely forgot about.
It is the kid from the American-born Chinese show that's on
On the Plus?
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Ben Wang.
This thing
think
really
that's
better
probably
be a fan service festival. It better just be Easter eggs left and right.
It'll probably spin off with the last season of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Most likely.
The way it ends, you'll probably see Jackie Chan show up after whatever happens.
Yeah, Daniel comes back to the dealership one night, and the lights are all off, and he goes to turn it on, they don't come on, and Jackie's sitting back in a corner.
He slams his jacket on the ground, and you just hear Jackie Chan go, "Pick up the jacket."
We'd like to talk to you about the Karate Initiative.
Fade to black.
So I hear you were a karate kid.
Oh, shit. And the last bit I have is the confirmation from SAG-AFTRA that Pedro Pascal is indeed in Fantastic Four.
Yeah. That gun had not yet fired, but they jumped.
I'll find it funny if he's playing like Doom or something.
They didn't get specific in there.
Yeah, they did not.
We're all convinced. We're all convinced it's going to be Reed. It could be a handful of other people.
I'd be super happy if it was Doom.
Mm.
Yeah.
That'd be incredibly ironic.
Why?
This guy going to spend the rest of his life under helmets?
Maybe. He's got The Last of Us.
Yeah, you see his face every once in a while.
Hey, he won't be under the mask the whole movie.
Yeah, he'll have one setup scene.
Yeah.
They'll shoehorn his face in there. It's just what they do.
We'll see a lot of close-up of his eyes. Like, tons of eye close-ups. With a little bit of burning around the edge. Or, like, one little nick.
Yeah, it's like I think of Endgame when everyone entered and they're all their helmets on, but they all quickly take their helmets off when they make their entrance. Look, Spider-Man's here. Spider-Man takes off his helmet. Star-Lord takes off his helmet. I'm like, he'll do that with Dr. Doom. Can't help themselves.
Those faces are money, bro.
Not as much money as Spider-Man.
And we lost Kyle.
Yeah.
He'll join back, I'm sure.
Eventually. Now we do trailers.
I think Joe had a thought on the whole thing.
Yeah, Joe, you're going to disagree with me? Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I'm going to shit on Joe Vinny again, as usual.
Take a big, steamy shit on the top of my head.
No, I don't think it's going to pull Spider-Man numbers, but given how much has been built up for this movie, it should.
We'll get into the fate of the MCU in a bit.
Yeah. After that.
Okay, then let's do trailers. Boy, were there a lot of trailers.
Yeah.
Just going to go in order. Well, not completely in order because I'm going to save the big one for the last. Mm-hmm. Knuckles. This is how much shit there is going on out there. I completely forgot.
I'm used to you doing this in an order of anticipation, and I'm surprised you're going with Knuckles first, if that's how you're doing this.
I've liked the Sonic stuff. I've enjoyed it, but I'm not as anticipatory with that as I am with other things. And this is a show that I'm not going to be able to see, really, unless you guys decide to watch it while I'm there.
Probably watch it with you.
Plus.
It's only like 5 episodes.
Yeah. And Knuckles is getting his own show, and his... James Marsden is the annoying guy from Iron Man 3, from the one scene in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
The Tony clone. The cloney. That guy is the human whose house he shacks up in for 5 episodes. And okay. Knuckles being funny without trying to be funny. Cool.
Voiced by Idris. It looks like everybody from the movie pops in at some point.
Some Sonic time, at least. They show him in the trailer, so some Sonic time, at least in the first episode, probably in the end. You know he's not going to help him with the big fight, because it might as well just be called Sonic at that point.
Yeah.
Twisters. Yeah, I'm going to go back in order of shit I don't care about. Twisters, because...
What shit is this?
It's a
30
reboot.
years later?
It's not.
Yeah, 30 years later?
No, it's not a reboot.
It's a deep sequel?
It is. It's a deep sequel.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
I
is.
read it's not.
Motherfucker, don't tell me.
I read it's a reboot.
It is. It's not.
I think I got up to take a piss when I heard kind of a maverick. Or kind of like a bad boy chasing storms. He said some stupid shit like that. And I was like, alright.
There was nothing redeeming in the trailer of that movie. It looked like a fucking rom-com. It looked like a Hallmark movie with tornadoes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you've got this technology? I've never seen that in like 30 years. That looks cool. Hey, why don't you come into my truck that's got a drill bit in it? That's how we don't get sucked up because we drill into the ground. 'Cause we're smart.
Twisters is not a remake or reboot of the original Twister, but a standalone sequel.
It's a standalone.
What was the last word there after standalone, Horseface? Huh? What's the word? What is
It's going
it?
to have nothing to do with the movie,
Sequel.
so I will not call it sequel.
I agree with Joe.
I don't give a fuck what you want to call it, motherfucker. You're wrong.
I agree. Joe's right. I agree with Joe. Let the record show Joe's right.
Don't pander to Joe, just so he'll agree with you every once in a while. Don't pander to him.
I'm more disagreeing with Justin than agreeing with Joe.
Okay. At least that makes sense.
It's because the Twister comes back from the first movie.
Oh,
Twister's back. This is the child of the Twister from the last movie.
Yeah.
This is Jaws the Revenge Twister.
Yeah.
you killed my brother. Now I twist your face.
Yeah, they killed the last Twister. This one comes back bigger and better.
It'd be even better if this Twister, it ends with Godzilla. Huh?
I would watch that.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
The whole trailer leads up to two Twisters at the same time. Shouldn't this thing be called Twinsters?
That's the threequel.
Oh, okay.
They do that in the first Twister with the two Twisters.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything new in this one. And even the effects probably aren't any better. Except for the cow. The cow didn't look great.
Yeah, no. But
How many cows? Think we're going to get 2 cows this time?
We better get a whole fucking pasture full of cows.
You know it'll be good? We don't get a cow, but we get a Chick-fil-A billboard that goes flying by.
I don't know if it's the same studio, but I feel like Batgirl would have done way better than this movie is going to do. Mm-hmm. This movie's not seeing theaters, is it? It's going to be Netflix.
Oh no, it's theaters. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's theaters.
theatrical release, bud.
Oh, what? The front door? I think the actor's a good actor. I think it's a bad decision on his part.
I have no fucking clue who that guy is. Is that Eastwood's kid?
He's
no. No, he's just some fucking dude that looks like all the other ones.
He's in Outer Range with Josh Brolin. He plays like the head son. He's not a bad actor.
this one didn't wow me at all.
This one didn't even make it Twitch.
I think he's on the long list for Cyclops, actually, that guy.
It's a long fucking list.
That's why it's called the long list. He's got the cleft. Do you see that cleft?
Yeah.
Why does he Cyclops?
And then like Mike, I thought it was Scott Eastwood or Anson Mount.
Perfect. So he's right in the middle.
Squinty
Sounds like Scott
McGillicuddy
Summers.
over here? It's a good thing they would make him Cyclops because he's got like almost no eyes. He's waning it all over the place. He's like,
Was he Mr. Magoo?
He's gonna play Brock in the next live action Pokemon movie. Nah, Vinny got it. Hey Vinny.
Yeah.
Why Mike is looking at whatever he's looking at. Tubi has Ronin Warriors on it.
For reals?
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see
And
if that guy's in anything
Tubi's
I give a
free,
shit about.
bro.
Yeah, we're free with ads.
Who gives a shit?
Like,
I stopped watching Gen V because it has ads now.
Well, all of Amazon has ads now, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I got
Yeah,
a
it's
story.
the dumbest thing of all everything.
It might not be for long.
Good.
Netflix dropped a trailer for Damsel just today or yesterday.
Today.
And I was really interested in the trailer until they showed every fucking part of the story.
Hate that.
They
It's
laid
Netflix.
it out there. Yeah.
Netflix is like, you're either going to watch it or you're not. So here's pretty much what it's going to be about. Enter at your own risk, I guess.
Millie Bobby Brown gets turned into a sacrifice. It's Ready or Not with dragons, is what it seems to be.
Yeah.
She gets betrothed and then tossed into a pit and has to survive where many others haven't. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. This could go any way. Like she's basically Mr. Incredible after Syndrome tried to kill him.
Yeah.
She's down in some underworld trying to avoid a dragon. Cool. Maybe anything could happen here. She could become a warrior. She could befriend it. And then they just show you all the sequences of her working her way back up the pit, and the dragon is up in the clear air. And it's like, oh, this is the ending. You're showing me the shit. You've shown me this movie in order, basically.
Kinda. It's the fucking Targaryen prequel. She's gonna come riding in on the dragon and she's gonna be like, Dracarys. She's gonna burn the whole fucking castle down. And I'm here for it.
It's the House of Dragon prequel?
I mean, it might as well be.
I know. Is she going to be like, where's my brother? I'm horny.
No, this is before all the incest.
No, it's always been. That's like their thing.
As the ye olden times, though. That's how you kept the bloodline strong.
So if you're going to get a prequel to House of Dragon, would it be like Shack of Lizard?
Yes.
Is that why all their hair is platinum? Because of the incest?
Yeah.
I think that's why they're all fucking crazy.
That too.
Obviously. Wicked, which I have no emotional connection to.
I'm happy, but if it looks like they're pulling a lot more from the book than the play.
Mm-hmm. The original book, or was there like a Wicked book?
So the Wicked novel was written in 1995, and then I believe the year later is when it was adapted to stage play.
Is that from Wizard of Oz?
Mm-hmm.
Like Wicked Witch of the whatever?
It's her origin.
She's the main character.
Don't pretend you don't know. You can finish it. You
Great,
know it's the West.
great song.
Is it the East or the West? I don't know.
Alliteration. Just go with the Wugga Wugga West.
Yeah.
West? Yeah. Then they should have just made it a cartoon, right?
No, it's fine as live action, and
No, but they should have just made it a cartoon, though, right?
why?
Because it's
Live action,
98% cartoon, and then Ariana Grande.
Why is it 98% cartoon? Most of the people are real.
I don't know. The Wicked Witch looks semi CGI.
She's not. That's actual.
No, it's makeup.
That's actual makeup.
It's not makeup. It's not the dots. They put the dots on their face,
No,
and then they go,
she's
"You're green now."
She's an actual makeup.
I don't know. From what I saw, what I remember, I'm gonna over embellish. I'm gonna say it was a cartoon. Just make it a cartoon.
You're wrong as usual, so it's fine.
No, I'm right though. Because you're gonna watch that and just see all this shit and be like, "Wow, that's not a cartoon." Oh, there's Ariana Grande. I guess it's a.
I mean, it was a musical, so it shouldn't be a cartoon.
Yeah, they did live action first.
Yeah.
Well, then they should make it more live actiony.
So there you go,
right?
being wrong again. It's fine.
They should make it more live actiony though. Would make it better than a cartoon.
It is live action.
Mm.
You twat.
They made all that cartoony looking Oz area looks pretty real for cartoons.
Well, they have to CGI that now, so no actors hang themselves in the background.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
People don't do that anymore. That was the 50s.
It was the 30s.
Listen, people hang themselves all the time.
Yeah, not on movie sets. They do it in their hotel rooms that are paid for by the studio after they got taken out by the CIA because they were about to talk.
Wrong show. Can we save that? We got a couple weeks before that show.
Sorry.
Quiet Place Day 1.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering how many people died the first day of that movie. They're going to show it.
Wow.
Lupita Nyong'o and Jaimin Hunsu.
I want to say I'm not interested, but I'd be lying because eventually I'm going to watch it anyway because I like these movies.
I don't want to like them.
I know.
Is it one you needed an origin for, though? You pretty much kind of knew. There's just a lot of death.
Well, in the second one, they cover what happened with the first family, Krasinski's family, on the first day. So I guess this is just how to expand the universe to be like, now you know how other people handled it. Not that I really gave a shit, but it's Lupita Nyong'o. And, well, I guess I give a shit enough to be like, I'll watch it again. I'm not going to go to the theater, clearly, to watch it.
No, this one's a stay-at-home deal.
Yeah.
They made her look enough not like Lupita Nyong'o that I was like, wow, they found someone who looks a lot like Lupita. They must have saved a lot of money. Wait, no, that is her. They just really put in a lot of effort to not make her recognizable.
Yeah.
The kingdom of the world, of the planet, of the monkeys and the apes. Got another one.
Yeah, make that a cartoon, right?
You damn dirty apes.
Did anybody else see the three? Like, all three of them?
I stopped at the second one.
Yeah, I've watched all of them.
I loved that first one, the Franco one. I thought that was excellent.
Yeah.
I was really let down by the second one. There was just something about it that didn't feel right, and I didn't watch Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Harrelson
Harrelson was a
was-
great villain.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But the fight scene in the second one was better than the third one.
But only the
It
fight
seems,
scene.
it seems like this whole franchise has been trying to capture this is Sparta moment for the apes, and it just doesn't land.
They have a lot of declarative ape moments.
Yeah, that's what
First
I'm
one,
saying.
No was pretty like, whoa, no shit, the fucking that ape talked. All right, this is significant.
Yeah.
But ever since then, there's been a lot of yelling simians trying to have
Yeah.
Well-
a big moment.
I mean, this third movie is essentially.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad.
18th, 12th.
It's
Yeah.
this is the remake of the original Planet of the Apes.
In a lot of ways. Well, not completely. This is closer to that time. There's
Yeah.
no space.
Yeah.
There's no guy from. No astronaut showing up in this thing, as far as I know.
And she's not playing. What the hell was that character from the
Nova.
original one? Nova?
Nova.
Yeah, she's-
not.
Yeah,
Like,
But what I'm saying
humanity
is,
completely there yet.
this we have the technology now to pull that off the way it should have been pulled off, and not like monkey people.
The guys in
This is
monkey
just
masks.
hyper intelligent simians.
The one orangutan definitely looks like Zayas.
Yeah.
Bro, they'll never beat the first one.
Dr. Zayas,
That
Dr.
was-
Zayas.
That was the best
Zayas,
one.
Dr. Zayas. Oh, Dr. Zayas.
What, the Heston? The original?
Dr.
Yeah.
Zayas.
I was never into it.
Oh, it was so good. I remember the first time I saw it. My dad showed me it, obviously. Fantastic.
I can't look at that without thinking of Jane Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't look at it without what Justin was just singing. The Simpsons.
Yeah, they ruined a lot of
Yeah.
stuff, dude.
Rock me, Dr. Zayas.
I think it was like the second or third one they started getting weird.
Well, the second one they blew up everything at the end.
Isn't there one where there's a society underground of humans
Yeah.
with like advanced technology?
Second one.
Yeah, there you go. They pretty much jumped the shark right out of the gates.
Don't call it Planet of the Apes anymore. Call it people underground that have mind powers.
That one
The
was
people under
beneath
the
the
apes.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, there you go. That is what it was called.
Yeah.
Good job
So,
by them.
so it was in the title.
Yeah, good in my face.
And then you escape.
Yeah, fuck you, Vin, right?
Yeah.
It's like everything else. Just telling you to shut up, right?
Just read. Read the whole thing.
Oh, what was the fourth one?
The fourth
too
one
much,
is
too much time.
Return.
Doesn't matter. We have plenty more trailers and news.
Okay, Moana 2 showed us nothing, but it had something.
Moana 2 showed us that they hadn't locked in their 2 stars yet.
By recycling old audio.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any others before we get to the biggie?
They dropped that featurette trailer thing.
Oh yeah, the Randall Park John Krasinski
Yeah.
running gag. That's fun.
Now it's time to talk about the big boy.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wolverine and asshole. Oh, no, that's the Hugh Jackman title. Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm kind of surprised it's not Deadpool 3, something else. I do tend to like when they stick with a visual format. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't care what you fucking call it. We're getting it. And they're not subtly tiptoeing around this universe becoming part of the MCU.
Right into it.
Yeah, I'm really shocked that they put the TVA right in the first trailer.
We got a Disney joke immediately.
And they did what I said, where they used a fair amount of that one set with the 20th Century Fox logo, but I expected it to all be there. So they don't just ruin everything, just give away too much. They gave away a fair amount. We know Pyro's going to be in it. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. The guy who
Yes.
plays Pyro's in there.
Yeah.
We have the back of Cassandra Nova's head.
Yeah.
That was a quickie. For some reason, he's still friends with all the same people that didn't go on that mission with him.
Now,
Shatterstar is less of a dick.
yeah, I'm super excited Shatterstar's back.
Yeah, I hope his actual character was.
Is it me? Or does it look like Wade and Vanessa are not together. Because there's an awkwardness, and she calls him buddy.
I'd have to rewatch it. That would be really dicked up. That would be like a semi-fridging to ruin their relationship at this point.
That's how
Because of the way this.
That's how it looks to me.
Because of the way the second one ended.
I've watched it like 12 fucking times now.
They've always had that relationship, though, where they would say stuff like that.
Now, there's like... Go back and rewatch it. Because there's like a noticeable way they look at each other.
They're not holding each other. They're a very physical couple.
Right.
So you'd figure if they, even amongst their friends at a birthday, they'd be arm in arm.
Yeah.
You do have a valid point there.
That
would really piss me off.
Something's up.
Although, it would be pretty great if they're not together in the beginning because of whatever reason, and then we get another version of Vanessa from the multiverse who's actually a mutant, who's actually a shapeshifter, and this is the Vanessa that he falls in love with. Like, they were always fated to be together.
Yeah.
A version of them was fated. So he finds the right Vanessa for him. And we got a couple...
Patch?
Yeah, I was about to go with that. We got a couple of moments of Wolverine. Not much. Mm-hmm. I'm happy about that. Save as much as you can.
Yes.
I don't need to hear it. We know who it is. We know who it's going to be. We know how he's going to sound. I just want to hear what he's going to say in the movie. But we do know we're going to be in Madripoor.
Oh, yeah.
Saw the fucking white suit, and I was like, oh.
Did you hear the rumor on that one?
I did.
What?
People are thinking that's going to be the Radcliffe Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. That's
his patch. Mm-hmm. Now, I'd be perfectly happy to see like 30 different Jackmans all running around at the same time, but I'd also love to see a bunch of different people as Wolverine.
As long as fucking Potter's got 3 lines of dialogue, I know someone who's going to get a nice bag of Doritos.
You can win this goofy bet and still lose overall.
No, I don't. I win. It's all winning.
I won the Cavill bet, but I lost.
It's all winning.
No, you lost because you give a shit whether or not he was Superman.
Yeah.
Justin doesn't care. He just wants the chips.
Yeah, I just want the chips.
No, well, because Henry Cavill is Superman.
Also, I just want Vinny to lose too.
I know it's a rarity, but
it's not. But I revel in it every time.
There was
issue number 5 of Secret Wars.
Yes. It looked like the car he was in that was all Wolverined up looked like the limo from Logan.
Take another look at that too. You think they're going to jump into that movie for a hot second? They're not going to spend a lot of time there.
I don't think they're going to do a lot. Just he's going to pop in.
Doctor Doom potentially.
I think we'll see a version of Doom, but it won't be a version we've enjoyed. It won't be Toby Kebbell. That guy's never playing Doom again.
All but that mask points to that being in the trailer being Doom.
They could have just
if that's actually Doom, I don't think they would have just shown in the trailer like that. I think that's one of those things.
Or a Doom bot.
Doom. I think Doom's involvement at all would be something precious. That's not something you give anything away of in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm intrigued for sure.
Are we going to get Avengers? Because it looked like he was in that beginning scene of Age of Ultron.
We are absolutely getting at least one of them showing up.
Yeah. It'll be one of the currents. They're not going to pull back Downey or Evans. We already have a shot of them. We're not going to see them do something new.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Ruffalo. Ruffalo just seems to like to pop up in this stuff.
Could be Ruffalo.
Mackie.
Could be Hemsworth.
I'm thinking Hemsworth because he said he would appear in a Deadpool movie as Thor.
Yeah.
And funny, yeah. They're interacting with each other. Yeah, I just want to see Wade get hit by Mjolnir.
Mm-hmm.
Or he picks it up.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Because he
tries to peg himself with it.
Like, the interaction between him and Oh my god, why can't I think of the character's name now? At the TVA.
Yeah, they showed it for a second. I was watching a version of the trailer with subtitles.
It says
That's the
Paradox.
only reason I knew. Paradox, that's
Yes.
right. Yeah. That's the only reason I knew Pyro was in there. But then again, the internet kept showing me shit about it.
Yeah.
Because every single little detail about that trailer has been poured through.
Mm-hmm. But what he calls himself, perfect for a Deadpool. He will be the Marvel Jesus.
Something to look forward to. Not that far off, right?
No,
Yeah.
May,
July.
July.
Beautiful.
I at least want to get like one like, hi Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hey, Wade. Okay, let's do reviews then if all the trailers are taken care of.
I have one's reviews.
Just want to get that out of the way. I got a small handful.
Do your
Okay.
small handful, because it's my review is going to be the same as Joe's review, because I know he also watched it over the weekend.
Yes.
Go ahead then, you guys.
Well, you go. You get
Oh,
yours.
yeah, 'cause I got it. Okay, just this week, the new PS Plus games dropped. And I want to give a quick review to save folks time out there. If you have a PS Plus and a PS5, I don't know if Foam Stars is worth your time. You know how how Switch has that, like, Squid game? I don't even remember what the fuck it's called.
Splatoon.
Splatoon. Yeah, this is Sony's answer to it, where you use foam spraying to not kill each other, but you don't kill them, you chill them.
Cool.
Yeah, and I played through the campaign mode for a hot second. And you know when a game does nothing to interest you
Yeah.
through the tutorial, and you're like, all right, let me play the campaign. There's got to be something interesting in there. And the campaign is essentially an extended tutorial. And you know how there's only so many minutes in life, and you're like, I don't know if I want to give this game enough time for it to become cool. So I was like, let's move on to Steel Rising. Steel Rising is essentially Lies of P, or one of those Soulsborne type games,
Okay.
without all that much interesting going on.
Oh, these are glowing reviews.
Yes, it's set during the French Revolution, and you're a female robot, which is kind of a contradiction in terms, since robots are asexual. But she's feminized, and she can do all this stuff that she fights other clockwork creatures. And when you fight the same thing 5 times in a row in the tutorial, and it wasn't that interesting when you did it, there are so many minutes in the day. So I tried the third one, which is called Roller Drome, and we actually have a bit of a winner here. Picture a roller derby game plus Tony Hawk plus I don't think there's anything good to compare it to.
Battletoads.
No, it's playable. But add guns to those two things. So you're skating around, doing tricks to get more bullets, and then shooting your enemies. And at first it was really fucking simple. The first level, it's like, wow, this is kind of stupid. I went through the tutorial, I'm like, this isn't challenging. And then by the second level, I'm like, oh, I see what's going on here. This is actually extremely fucking tricky. This is kind of fun. I might give this some time. So yeah, out of the 3 releases this month from PS Plus, one of them is worth my time. And I'm willing to bet the same is true for you. Which is really sad, because Foam Stars was a day 1 release. They felt so strongly about that thing. They're like, here, have it for free the day it comes out.
That was your reviews?
That was my reviews.
Quick, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars remake on the Nintendo Switch is fucking glorious. It's the first game since finishing up Zelda that I've played in a long time. The visuals, great update. The music sounds good. Man, I love this fucking game. I loved this game so much when I was a kid. But getting to play it now, oh, it's beautiful. I've played it every day since I started on Sunday now. Which is unique, to say the least, because usually I only play like once a week.
That is the beauty of the Switch, right? If you find a game you like, you can
Yeah.
find time a
Yeah.
lot easier than a base console.
Play like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there.
Yeah.
I played quite a few hours Sunday night. It's nice. Joe, I believe,
Yes.
like myself, you had watched The Marvels this weekend.
Yes, I did.
And Joe, what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I thought all the flack it was getting was bullshit.
I can
Thank you. That's
understand.
exactly the word I was hoping for.
I understand if you're a misogynistic broflake like Vinny is, that you could probably hate this movie. But you shouldn't.
Oh,
Watched it in 2 sittings. Because that's how it works at this house. And Mike was here.
I did too.
Mike was here. So it was nice to be able to talk to him about things in it. And I said to him, this is the first time that I can remember in a long time that I really, really enjoyed a fucking Marvel movie.
I think your exact quote was, "This is the first time in a long time you would put it right back on
Yeah.
and watch it again."
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Fucking loved everything about it.
I love the Khan family. Like their whole dynamic is just great.
Khan family's great. And the movie still would have been good. But the highlight, the thing that makes that movie incredible, is Kamala.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Her energy,
Her
her love for it.
and I'm too old for this shit Nick Fury is so... Black Girl Magic might be one of the best fucking lines in a
Yes.
movie in a long time.
I laughed
She's-
really hard on that.
She's respecting the flow.
Yes. Like, Mike
I'm having so many feelings right now.
Mike told me when he first saw it, he's like, there's going to be a thing in the movie that you're either going to really fucking love because it's you, or you're really going to fucking hate because it's you. And it was actually 2 things. One was the musical Planet. I fucking loved it.
Oh, it was great.
Loved it. The second thing, which I said to him while we were watching it, and he was waiting for my reaction, is possibly the most comic booky thing they've ever done in a fucking comic book movie to date. Was with the Flurkins.
The rescue sequence.
Yeah.
And that was great to be in a theater watching, because having a communal experience where everyone's chuckling, not just because of what's going on, but because of the music choice. Everyone notices at their own pace what music they're playing,
Yeah.
and then you hear random, oh, that song. The fucking timing for that one pod launch during the crescendo moment,
Yeah.
the whole theater laughed out loud. That got a pop out of you. It works on everyone because it's such excellent silliness.
Yeah. It was great. Like,
Yes.
I don't have a negative thing to fucking say about it.
In the after credits,
Yeah, we talked about that a while back, though.
just yeah.
But yeah,
That was the first time I saw it not blurry.
So all pretty like.
all
Yes.
HD.
Oh yeah.
And because it was the second time I got to see it all pretty like, as that's when I noticed what his pants are.
Yeah.
That he's not wearing like lab pants. No, he's wearing it looked exactly like the Frank Whiteley design.
Was that
new X-Men.
was that his run? Those pants,
The new
because
X-Men line.
they looked Whedon-esque.
Yeah, there's some similar. It might have been.
Yeah,
I think it was, because the Frank Whiteley line is where they were darker. The blue was really dark, and the yellow was really bright yellow.
Yeah.
And they came up like past his hips. They were almost like a girdle. But yeah, the Whedons were a nice bright yellow and a nice
Yeah.
bright blue.
My highlight for him was the fact that we got the bottom 2 teeth sticking out.
He was so animated.
yeah, so good. But yeah,
So good.
I highly recommend the fucking Marvels.
Recommend it.
But you stay away. We don't want bro flakes in the fucking MCU.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah,
Vinny, you will hate it just because it's a story about women.
I love women. I think they're great. I'm engaged to one.
Yeah, but you don't
What's
like
her
them.
name?
You don't like them in a seat of power.
Sure, I do. I
Okay.
just watched Alien like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you probably shit on that too.
No, I said it was good.
Yeah. Okay. Sure you did.
Jeez,
it's
crazy.
it's because-
it's crazy how you take.
It's because Megan's in the room with
Stance.
you. It's fine.
It's who's in it?
I said it's because Megan's in the room with you right now. It's fine.
She left an hour ago now.
Yeah, okay.
You're wrong, sir. Listen, just because, you like to sit there and make up lies, all these crazy lies about me, they're not true. They're just not true.
That goes into my review.
Why don't you give it a watch then?
We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm sporadic with my movie watch. I just watched Juice, bro.
we know.
Yeah, like 30-year-old.
I'm too sporadic with my movie watches.
Yes, Joe?
I watched yesterday the triumphant return of Jon Stewart to The Daily Show.
How was it?
He has not lost a step.
No.
They
It just felt
let
right.
him
I only
go.
watched a couple of sequences. Yeah.
Did you watch the whole opening?
No. Which sequence? I watched the Biden sequence,
That was fun.
which was pretty great. It was classic Jon Stewart in that it's primarily liberal leaning, but it also takes the Democrats into it takes them to task for being like, this is what you're fucking giving us.
Mhm.
This is what we have to work with. Come on, people, get it together.
He must have had that opening for a good 10 to 15 minutes before they cut to a commercial. They just let him go.
I do have to watch his opening monologue.
It's been a long time coming. I was never a viewer, but I know everyone that was pissed when he left.
Yeah, it was upsetting. But Trevor Noah did a good job, though. I really liked Trevor Noah's one.
Nice. He never really found his footing, I think.
I think he
It's
did.
very tricky. I don't know if he ever felt comfortable there. If he did, I think he would have stayed longer. But I did like how they responded after he decided to leave. The guest host period for the last year or so was an interesting concept. You saw a lot of very different people hosting that show and then kind of doing a rotation for a while. But yeah, it's great to see John back.
His energy just is still there.
And Noah was at a disadvantage. You went from
Yeah.
the best to the next guy.
Mm-hmm.
Much younger, much less experienced.
I think he
Doesn't
did a
come
great
from
job,
here,
though.
So yeah, he was strong. He was building up. He did a good job as a correspondent, but I think he jumped into that seat a little quicker than the situation could afford, or that worked for everyone, probably himself included. Okay, so reviews are done. Let's get into the stuff we've picked up from the internets. And I've got a fair amount, so I'm going to blow through them pretty quickly.
Yeah, blow.
Mando movie, Mando and Grogu, coming out May 22nd, 2026. That has been locked in. There's a sequel for Prey and a spin-off for the Predator coming called Badlands. We don't know jack shit about any of them, but they are being developed. Amy Pascal has said there are 2 more Spider-Man movies before we get a Miles Morales movie. Now, this reads a little weird because all signs point to her meaning we're going to get this last Spider-Verse movie and then another Holland movie. Then they're going to focus on making a Miles one. And that could work well for me because I've been saying for a long time I would love for it to be a handoff from Tom Holland to whoever the young dude is playing Miles in the MCU. I do not, repeat, do not want them making a Miles standalone movie. If you don't put him in the MCU, you have fucked up so incredibly hard. And don't give me this, we could throw him in the MCU eventually shit. No. Too much work. Just start him there.
Well, you better lower your fucking expectations, Sunshine.
Yeah, I know. Reality is bullshit.
Because Toby is going to take over in the MCU.
He is not. Will you stop it?
Bring back Toby.
We don't need a 40-year-old pedophile-looking dude swinging around New York City.
Yes, we do,
No,
bro.
we don't. Not
While
even
we're
a
still
little.
talking about Spider-Man. Finally getting an update for the Spider-Man 2 PS5 game. It has been months on end. Finally getting new Game Plus and new costumes and some secret editions next month. I believe it is March 7th. It's coming. More gaming. There might be, as the rumors state, a Final Fantasy X remake on the horizon. Which is, to date, the only Final Fantasy I've ever beaten.
Okay.
So I might go down that road again. I really enjoyed it. Even though the last fight was a gimme. They literally wouldn't let you die. It was one of those games where it's like, all right, you've gotten this far, just finish it. Just push some buttons and finish the game. Ooh, PS5, if we're going to keep talking about video games, is finally getting a setting in the new update that people have been asking for literally for 3 years. You'll be able to turn the light off on the front. It's not an option. It's currently not. You don't have the ability to change the brightness of the light on the PS5.
I mean, does it matter?
To me, yes, because it's fucking bright, and it's not necessary. You shouldn't It's one of those simple, stupid things that should have been there from day one, like the ability to change the sound of the beep when you turned it on. For some reason, Sony didn't think these simple things should be there.
I mean, I don't. I think this is dumb.
I think it's good. It's a nice little option to have that should have been there
It's
the
just
whole
fucking
time.
light.
Yeah, but it's
It's
bright
not
light,
like it's a fucking.
unnecessary.
It's not a fucking spotlight.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Justin, this is America where we want options.
Listen, I'm just saying.
You can have fart mode in your Tesla. I don't want the light on my PS. Easy comparison.
This is one of those, there's no reason why it shouldn't happen. So why hasn't it? Oh, 3 years? It's going to take 3 years for it to happen? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yep. Dumb is as dumb does.
We know.
Last video game thing, because it seems to be all my news is video game based. Walt Disney has decided to dump $1.5 billion into Epic Games, and it's not necessarily a controlling stake, but it's
It's a chunk.
It's a good chunk. They are in bed with Epic. They are going to be doing a lot more Fortnite stuff, and they're going to be creating their own little hub world adjacent to Fortnite for all of their wares to be peddled in.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it's going to be, but if it's free, I'll give it a swing.
Lots of characters.
Yeah, it's going to be like Fortnite. I'll give it a swing and then walk away, because I have nothing in there that interests me.
Never played it.
But 1.5 billion. That's trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did really well when they had their skins pop up in that game. Alright, that is all I have.
Okay. So we talked earlier about Amazon Prime adding fucking ads to Prime members watching videos and then
They
charging
have
it.
different tiers now?
No. So like the deal was your Prime member, no ads. Right? That was just. Then they're like, well, now ads. But you can pay an extra $3 a month if you don't want ads. Well, that might not hold up too long because they're being fucking sued.
Hell
That's
yeah.
now with this lawsuit.
Well, the lawsuit states that in the consumer agreement that services are guaranteed ad-free.
Ooh.
So this new, or we're going to take that away and then charge you more for it, is technically, I don't want to say illegal, but
Breach.
doesn't sound, yes, it sounds very breachy of contract.
Now, are we sure there isn't some kind of language in there, like every other contract, where they can...
No.
Nope.
This was in the terms.
Well, they fucked themselves.
Yeah, they sure did.
Oh, they need a DJ Khaled meme.
Another?
Way to not lick pussy. No, wait, no, it's a different one. They played themselves. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Henry Cavill is a prude.
No, he's bro.
He doesn't understand sex scenes in movies.
Do you?
Yeah. Movies are meant to portray the story of the life of a character.
Coming?
Of a life of a character. So, you mean to tell me that those characters don't fuck?
No, it's just not
It's just
necessary to show.
Why not?
Why at all? It's not necessarily to show because
Sometimes
it's like
it is.
privacy. It's like, do they show someone sleep?
Yes, they do show.
Everyone sleeps.
They do
They
show
show
people
sometimes,
sleeping
yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah. They show them in the bathroom, too, like
Yeah.
showers. Do you ever
Showers.
see people in showers?
Yeah.
That's very private.
Those are dumb too.
Yeah, see, this is where the prude thing comes in.
It's not prude.
It is
How
prude.
long do you show someone sleeping for? 3 seconds? Are we having 3-second sex scenes?
It depends on the scenario.
Give me your lengthiest sleeping scene. Where you're just watching someone sleep.
While you were sleeping.
What's the scene? Describe the scene to
The
me.
majority
The
of
whole
the movie.
Someone's just sleeping for an hour and a half.
There's
That's
two
the
scenes
scene.
where a guy in a
Yeah.
coma, and there's people
Yeah.
in the room just standing there while there's a guy in a coma.
Yeah.
He's got you there.
Okay, but like they're all talking about him. Like I don't understand. Or they're just like looking at him sleeping.
Dude's in a coma. They're all worried about him.
Yeah,
And Sandra Bullock's lying like a fucking asshole, saying that she was dating him.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so there's dialogue being taken place. So again, my original statement: a movie where someone is just sleeping.
Paranormal Activity.
When they ghost pull them out of bed and shit, and crazy things happen.
They were still sleeping. There's a large chunk of them on footage where they're just sleeping.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but that's two. That's two examples now.
Not really two examples.
No, it really is.
Because-
There's two examples.
You're conflating because it's like 3 to 10 seconds when they're actually sleeping versus a minute-long sex scene where I have to see everyone's ass and oh my god, and then you're just like, wow, they're gonna go
Truman
rob
Show.
the bank now. What?
Yeah. There's a whole
I don't know
part
who
where
you
they
said.
talk about
No,
the
repeat.
Truman
You
Show.
said
The Truman Show.
what was it? Truman Show.
Yeah.
Were they sleeping?
Yeah.
I don't remember that scene.
That's a third example.
That's
Fine.
It's the part where they're playing the music and people are relaxing to watching Truman sleep.
Right. Because the context is people are watching Truman sleep because the show's about watching Truman do everything.
Right, but
Which goes back to did they watch him fuck too? I guess, right?
that's three.
They
Well,
were
because we're talking about sex scenes though. Like it's kind of
Well, no,
secondary to the
no.
actual issue.
We started with sex scenes, and then you said like sleeping, and then you said that doesn't happen in
because-
movies, and then we proved you wrong.
You're not proving me wrong because I'm saying legitimately. Listen to what I'm saying. Legitimately, someone just doing this and sleeping. That's it. You're saying, well, they're sleeping while people are around them talking. There's people watching the Truman
Well, there's
Show
not a-
watching it too.
There's not a
I'm
full.
saying this.
There's not a
Just
full
this.
feature-length film of all fucking. That's called porn.
Right. It's called Pornog.
But like,
Just some softcores. They're pretty good stories. I don't know if you're into that sort of stuff. They're some really good stories.
sex scenes are as long as sleeping scenes. So there's also
Most aren't really that long.
yeah, they're not. You're just prudish.
It's not prude. I
It
watch
is.
porn all the time.
Yeah, but there's a prudishness to this is not porn, therefore sexiness can't be in it. There's like a separation where, all right, this is fucking can only happen in porns. Fucking can't happen in mainstream stuff, or else
Right.
it's excessive. It's not, no, but I think there's like a if you want to show how much in love you are, you don't just hold each other and kiss and then cut to the next day where you're laying in bed.
Right.
You want to see some. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
That's fine. That's your prerogative. I think it's stupid. Many people share this thought because when you're watching
Henry Cavill,
a comedy
also
show,
Prude.
something like because comedy shows can be funny. Like, comedy movies can be funny. With fucking MacGruber, for example, we talked about that. That's hilarious. The funniest. No one's ever gonna top it. It's the funniest sex scene of all time. But like, I don't know. I go back to all my Van Damme films. Jesus, too much.
I can point one out. I watched one today that if they didn't have the sex scene in it, the story wouldn't work. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's utterly
Now, were there-
important to the story.
Where they're fighting or whatever.
There's the one in the beginning where they just met and there's a moment or so of them like fucking around. But then after the ass kicking scene where they start fucking, and it's not even like a long sex scene. It's like the setup. It's all the foreplay. But yeah, without that, the movie doesn't make sense. Kyle's back.
Hi, Kyle.
Kyle, you're missing Captain Broflake over here. Be all prudish about sex scenes like Henry Cavill.
What?
Justin's fabricating my persons with his nuanced words that he just invented. He was very proud of himself. And because Henry Carville and I think that sex scenes in movies are stupid. Kyle, since we have you in here, do you mind weighing in here on the subject matter?
Sex scenes in movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the movie.
Yeah. Vinny also said that...
In a vacuum.
Vinny
In a
also
vacuum.
said that there's no movies with sleeping in it, where sleeping takes a good chunk of time, and then he was shut down 3 times in a row.
Oh, again, Justin also...
I'm sorry. Okay, so not to come from me, Mike, that did happen though, right? Oh,
You're
Mike,
muted.
Mike, you're
Look
muted.
at that. Justice is served. I'll speak for Mike for a second.
Mike,
So
I
I
can't hear
said
you.
there's no movies where someone is just doing this sleeping. And they go, well, they named 3 movies where someone's sleeping in a room while other people are talking, or The Truman Show where they're watching him sleep. Where I was just simply saying, no one's doing this for an hour and a half. Or 10 minutes, whatever it is.
Still sleeping.
But that's not what I was talking about.
So like the movie While You Were Sleeping, where a guy's in a coma for the entire movie, according to you, that doesn't count because the movie's not following that character.
No. I'm saying on screen.
I gotcha.
Just watching him sleep for 5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
That's what they do with some sex scenes.
But
Just
no,
like
but the sleeping thing, there's no passing of action. The filmmakers are not going to have like a stagnant scene of just somebody sleeping. There's no action. There's no progression.
Lost in Translation. Lost in Translation has a scene like that, where he's just looking at fucking Scarlett Johansson sleeping in bed for like 2 minutes.
it's different. She's a babe.
You're just wrong, like normal, but that's fine.
No, I'm not wrong because
But you are.
You guys are telling me movies or stories that are based around scenes where there's people sleeping, but people are doing things around
your
people.
words.
My thing was simply sex versus just somebody sleeping.
No,
and
your
you guys are
words.
just
Your words
thinking
were.
too deep.
There's no
I would
movie.
rather watch people having sex than people sleeping.
You said there was no movie in which you just see someone sleeping featured as part of a scene. That was your words. Your words were that.
No,
you got
I said
shut
just
down
watching
3
someone
times in a row.
sleep.
Right. And we gave you 3 examples of where it happens. So you're fucking
That's
wrong.
not, your examples aren't. I'm saying in a vacuum.
My examples aren't wrong because they prove you wrong. Yes, I understand.
Your examples are fine.
I know how
your
it works.
examples are fine
I know
and
how it
valid
works
true
for
to
you.
you. I'm saying watching someone sleep in a vacuum for 5 minutes straight is not good movies.
You
It's
guys heard what I said, right?
Do that. Go ahead.
Depending
What
on
did
the
you say?
scene.
No. You heard the last thing that I said, right? I would rather watch people having sex than sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the context of this conversation, you know what I meant by that. But in the background, Joe goes, "Ugh, that made me uncomfortable."
But at least those scenes will progress the story.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. I agree with you there. I'm not discrediting anything you guys are saying. I'm saying in a vacuum. Watching someone sleep for 5 minutes.
In the vacuum.
In a Dyson.
Yeah, it's
I want
fucking
someone to be
stupid.
sleeping in a vacuum.
In a dirt devil.
See, this is what they've been doing the whole time, Kyle. You have not been here. They've just been doing liberal bullshit. All this liberal bullshit. It's crazy. I can't even tell you.
It's got
So-
better.
Are you?
I like it.
Are you done being wrong now? So I can go on to the next
Joe's
story.
right. Alien. There's a fucking 5-minute sequence at the beginning of that
that's
movie
right.
of people waking up.
There you go, Vin. There's another one.
People waking up.
That's 4.
Slowly, very slowly waking up.
Oh, and what was the one with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence? Passengers?
Oh, yes.
Passengers.
There you go. That's 5 fucking examples now. Now,
All right.
shut the
No.
fuck up.
Again, what you're saying is valid. I'm saying someone laying in bed.
Oh my god, we gave it to you.
You're not giving me. You're thinking too into it.
No, I'm
What
not.
I'm
I'm
saying.
answering. I'm going against what you said doesn't exist.
What's that?
I'm literally giving you examples of something you said doesn't exist in film.
Justin,
No,
hypersleep doesn't count as regular sleep.
Shut up, Kyle.
Good point.
You're not. Because
But I am.
you're thinking too nuanced and it's fine.
No.
Your points are so valid, it's crazy.
I hate your face.
Does this mean you guys got through all the news?
No, it does not.
Not the news you care
Justin
about.
gets hung up because he feels the need to try to
No,
prove me wrong
I'm not
and
hung up.
stick it to the man.
You made a statement and then you were corrected on your statement. The problem is,
I wasn't
the
corrected.
problem is, you will never just be like, I was wrong.
No, I said
No.
your guys'
It's
points
always
are valid. Everything you guys said is fine.
It's what
but
you.
that's not
That's
what I'm
exactly
talking
what you
about.
do. That's what you do. You go. Everything you say is fine, but you're really missing the true point of what I'm putting out there. No. The words you said
But you're
had a
still apply what I'm
response.
saying.
Listen,
The words you said got a response. It's not what you wanted. So now it gets twisted.
well, no, because what I said was you don't just sit there and watch someone sleep for a whole movie or for 10 minutes. And
You never mentioned for a whole movie.
No, I didn't. I said for 5, 10, whatever it was.
Right, and we gave
X
you
amount of time.
5
And then you
examples.
start rattling off all these movies where people are sleeping,
Right,
which is fine, but that's not what I'm talking about.
but that's what you said.
I'm talking about somebody in bed, wrapped in their covers,
Now,
sleeping. When someone is sleeping in bed.
The original point of this was the fact that you're a prude because you don't like sex scenes in movies because you feel that there's no place for them. What we're trying to say is there's movies where the sex scenes help further the story of the movie.
Okay.
20%.
I would also like to add, in case somebody else throws out another movie that doesn't fit Vin's criteria. So, a movie in which a person sleeps above the covers, even if it's 5 feet above the covers, also does not count.
That's 6.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
7.
She was on the ceiling. She wasn't really sleeping, but she was on the ceiling.
They were sleeping? Did the classroom is in the other...
You guys are so creative. I can't even stand it.
There he goes. We're moving on.
You can't take compliments.
We're moving on.
You can't take compliments. You can't take... I give you credits.
Because
I can take a compliment.
because
Like a motherfucker, just give me one.
Because one,
You're doing great.
your compliments are both
Thanks.
backhanded and dismissive. So fuck you.
They're not. I understand when I'm at a standstill with people and we don't see eye to eye, it's best to look them in the eye and say, I appreciate you.
Popular movies with people sleeping.
Now you have Joe. Now Joe's going to look up a
Thank
whole fucking list of them. Disney is starting a new streaming service with Fox and Warner Brothers.
Go ahead, Joe. Continue to take a shit on me, you motherfucker.
Do it, Joe.
Fight Club, The Machinist, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Inception,
Oh
and The
shit!
Matrix.
Inception's all about sleeping.
I'm sorry, that
They're such
was the one
assholes.
that got me.
No, and again,
Joe.
all valid to the way you guys interpreted what I said. But
MVP.
that's not what I was saying.
MVP of the show, Joe Pravda, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Disney's had some problems with streaming over the past few years, but particularly with ESPN Plus, the service hasn't been a success. Has been successful as it could be, even though there's a high demand for sports entertainment. But now, Disney finally seems to have the solution, and it involves some other major players. According to the Wall Street Journal, Disney and ESPN are teaming up with Fox and Warner Brothers Discovery to make a joint streaming platform for sports assets. The service will be available to ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Max subscribers, and each company will own 1/3 of the product. The yet unnamed service is essentially a sports streaming bundle, according to one person familiar with the matter.
That's wild, because that means that at least in a streaming service, ESPN and FS1 are going to be under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
Fox still kept the rights to Fox Sports with the...
They kept
Disney
business and sports
Yeah.
and let go of...
Does anybody actually watch ESPN Plus? Does anybody here?
I don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
I've searched for it in the apps on the TV, and it just won't come up. I'm paying for it right now. I've got the bundle, and I can't find it.
I have used it from my computer and my phone before, but it's been a while, and to Mike's point, I've never used it from a TV.
I've never watched it.
I've only seen fights on it, but
I did use it like early on when I first got the streaming services. I did use it to watch a couple 30 for 30s.
Ooh. Okay. I like that.
I just did a search in the App Center, ESPN Plus, and it shows ESPN Plus, a total game changer. You click on it, and it doesn't give you the app. You can't fucking download ESPN Plus. So I don't know how you access it.
I know it comes
Is
bundled
it a
with.
thing in Hulu?
It comes bundled with Hulu.
Yeah. So is it a part of Hulu? Do I have to search in Hulu for ESPN stuff?
Probably.
Should it be its own standalone app? Like, it's really
It's gonna be.
poorly
Who
coordinated.
cares? It's all being merged anyway.
Yeah.
Ubisoft
It's good.
has committed to launching the promising Star Wars Outlaws in 2024,
Ooh.
which means it's going to come out at some point from the beginning of April to the end of December. Assassin's Creed codename Red is down to release during the 2025 financial year.
That's the ninja one.
Yeah. They did not disclose any sales performances of the recent releases of Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, The Crew Motorfest, or Prince of Persia The Lost Crown. It did say Rainbow Six Siege is doing particularly well, and the Assassin's Creed brand saw overperformance. So there's some more video game news for you. Spike Lee and Denzel Washington are teaming for a remake of Akira Kurosawa's High and Low.
Okay, that's just one I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Smart of them to pull a lesser-known
But
foreign film.
all of that sounds really good together.
Oh, yeah.
When's the last time they worked together? Was it X? Inside Man? Was that Denzel? Inside Man?
Denzel was an Inside Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it?
Inside
Okay,
Man.
Because that was the Spike one.
Mm-hmm.
And that definitely came after X. Fuck is with my
So,
mouth today?
Kurosawa's 1963 crime thriller follows a wealthy Japanese businessman who begins to question his morality after his chauffeur's son is kidnapped. Production for the new film is set to commence next month and is a part of a partnership between A24 and Apple Original Films, with the former set to distribute the film theatrically before it hits the Apple TV Plus streaming service.
A24 is just fucking killing it.
They really fucking are.
So many bases covered. The A24 is one of the new homes of horror. You wouldn't expect that. Horror, documentaries, dramas, they're fucking...
Yeah.
They're like the Amblin of the 21st century without all the kid stuff.
20th Century is putting their trust in Dan Trachtenberg after the success of Prey. Exciting news for Predator fans. It was announced that Prey director Dan Trachtenberg is developing another entry to the franchise called Badlands. It's not going to be a direct sequel to any previous installment. They also announced that
Did you know I mentioned this?
no. Did you mention the other spin-off?
There's the sequel to Prey 2. I mean, there's sequel to Prey, and then Badlands.
Right.
And something else Predator related.
That's what I was looking for, was the something else, but doesn't seem to be highlighted in the article.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Badlands is the spin-off and Prey is the prime thing they were talking about, or if there's a third thing.
There's a third thing.
A bit much Predator.
It's a lot of
Even for me.
Predator. I don't want to multiverse the Predator stuff.
No.
Let's not interact with aliens again. We tried that. It worked in some ways, failed in others. Let's just move along. Make a Wolverine versus Predator movie. Saw how well that worked in the comics.
D&D's 2024 revisions of the 5th edition will not be complete until 2025.
I see a problem with that.
Wizards of the Coast has been teasing the next revision of the D&D 5th edition rule set since at least 2022. At the same time, it's been working to temper fans' expectations while managing multiple controversies, including but not limited to the OGL debacle, a particularly heinous round of holiday layoffs by its corporate owner, and a complicated recall of defective products. Also assured fans that the rules will be backward compatible and player focused, with lots of good guidance for novice dungeon masters. Also, they aren't going to be complete until 2025. The seminal role-playing game's official 50th anniversary was last month. It was passed without much fanfare from its owner. Then on Monday, Wizards shared a news briefing containing a partial release calendar for the next 12 months. Buried at the bottom is the fact that the Monster Manual, the third and final book in the new set of revised 5th edition rulebooks, won't be available as a physical product until February 18th, 2025.
Yeah, I saw an article, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, that it was going to be done in September of 2024, and then almost like within hours of seeing that one, I saw the one that said not till 2025. So I don't know what happened or what changed in those few hours, but
the release dates are as follows. The updated Player's Handbook is expected September 17th of this year, the Dungeon Master's Guide in November 12th of this year, and the Monster's Manual on February 18th of 2025. There's a new Vecna campaign coming, Vecna Eve of Ruin. It's a campaign for characters starting at level 10 and tops out at level 20. It's set to arrive as a physical product on May 21st, 2024. And the whatnauts of that.
So what you're saying is you just got to get us to level 10.
That's all I'm saying. And then we can start a real campaign, not a homebrew for Vecna.
I don't know about the backward compatibility, because I don't know if anybody else knows I did this, but so I was actually looking at, because they were releasing like samples of the revisions in like parts. So they would revise like 3 different classes at a time, and they would release it and have people test it, and then they would, close that testing out and then release 3 more classes, or however they were doing it. And I think they did it in like 8 parts or something like that. So I looked into the parts that applied to my character, and I talked through some of it with Justin, and at least for clerics, and I looked at some of the stuff for druids also. It is definitely backward compatible based on how they were doing it. Most of the stuff fits. It's just really like balancing out the growth of the character over the levels, specifically through like the first 8 or 9 levels, instead of just, because certain classes like front load stuff and other classes back load stuff, it was kind of just like leveling it off for every class, so that one character wasn't getting like a major bonus earlier than other people. So yeah, I hopefully it doesn't seem like it's going to really hurt the game.
It won't.
Yeah.
I look forward to the updated Monster Manual, though, eventually.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the most interesting thing.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't see, though? I didn't look at, I looked at classes. I didn't look at, races. So I don't know if there's now rules for the expanded races, like the Unearthed Arcana races and stuff like that.
I think they're going to add them.
That would be sweet. And if they can get in on the app, then that would make everybody's life easier. At least mine and Kelly's.
Yeah. For decades, the two titans of comic book publishing, DC and Marvel, would occasionally cross over for special event comics. But we haven't had one of those in over 20 years. The previous crossover comics have remained out of print, available only via the back issue bins at your comic shop. Now Marvel and DC are reprinting these beloved comics at last in 2 massive hardcover omnibuses, collecting almost every single crossover, including the 90s DC vs. Marvel event and its fallout, the fused together Marvel-DC amalgam universe. Both omnibuses will be coming out this summer. And then it just goes into detail of what will be in the books. But, yo, I am going to have to get my hands on the fucking amalgam.
I read through the list of the other one, the Just Crossover one.
Yeah.
And if I didn't own a fair amount of them, if I didn't own the ones I was already interested in, this would be a great collection. Because it has some really solid stuff in there. It has that 70s Spider-Man, Superman one. Both of the Punisher, Batman ones. One of those was drawn by Mike Mignola, I think. And the Batman, Spider-Man one drawn by Mark Bagley. That has Joker and Carnage in it. That was a pretty fun experience. So, yeah. Now that amalgam shit, I already paid enough for that amalgam shit.
Oh, I need it.
See it all together, though, that would be impressive.
All right. It's food news time.
Yum, 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 yum.
You have one piece of food news. Yay!
Burger King in Thailand has a new real cheeseburger that doesn't have any meat. Instead, it's made with 20 slices of cheese.
I saw this. It fucking sickened me to look at that.
You know what? I fucking love this. I would never in a million years order it, but the idea that a country decided to do this, I love it.
Yeah.
Did they name it the Fuck You America? Because it seems like a Fuck You America.
I mean, it sounds like someone trying to be like America. Like, this is their idea of what American foods are, and they're not far off.
I don't know if it's them trying to emulate us as much as them trying to mock.
It's not mocking. It's not mocking. A lot of these countries do things that they think American food is. And, like, again, they're not wrong. Like, we have burgers that are sandwiched between grilled cheese sandwiches as buns.
I had a burger between donuts.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We deep fry everything. So,
yeah.
To think that a country was like, well, this is a real cheeseburger, let's throw 20 fucking slices of cheese on a bun. Yeah, okay, it's not far off.
Now, all these other things that are opulent and over the top that we've talked about can be presented, some a little crazy, some where you gotta eat them with forks when you normally shouldn't. Sure. Mm-hmm. I've seen this cheeseburger. It looks
like a big chunk of cheese on a fucking bun.
It really does look like 30 Kraft singles slapped on a bun, put in a microwave.
Yeah.
It sounds super bland.
Yeah.
The reason why I love this idea is because I'm picturing a stupid American strolling in there, ordering one of those, unwrapping it at a table, and looking and saying, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be worth it all.
That's what. Yeah. Man.
Old El Paso and Cinnamon Toast Crunch are putting out dessert taco shells.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So that you can make your own Choco Taco.
Or better.
Yeah, it would be better.
It would be better.
It would be better.
It's already starting with a better...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grumpy Pants, how do you feel about that? Are you done pouting?
I'm not going.
Okay.
Choco Taco?
Yeah? You down for a Cinnamon Toast Crunch taco shell?
I'll probably never eat it, but I like that it's coming back.
I mean, no, the Choco Taco is not coming back. They're just offering.
Yes, it is.
They're offering a Cinnamon Toast Crunch shell. Although this gives me an idea for an episode of Nerd ETs.
So, I'm for it.
What?
Choco Taco's gonna come back. You mark my words.
Pizza Hut was almost my nerd of the week for this. Pizza Hut is helping end relationships for Valentine's Day by allowing someone to order the goodbye pie. And it is, you're sending a pizza to the person you're trying to break up with. And the cover of the pizza box says, "Goodbye Pie," with a heart-shaped pizza ripped in half. And it says, and it signs off, "With love," and whoever your name would be.
Wow.
Fucking
That's
genius.
fucked up, man.
But
As well played.
how nice of a fucking breakup is that, though? I'm sorry things aren't working out, but I got you with pizza.
But that's not the thought that goes behind it for the person who's doing it. The person who's doing it is like, I don't want to have to talk to this person and break up with them in person. Here's a pizza, even though I know that you have a gluten allergy.
Okay, that wins.
Peace.
Fair.
Think of the demo, too. If you're thinking, a piece of shit who's going to buy a pizza for someone to break up with them, they don't have money because they're a piece of shit.
Yeah, pizza money
Right.
is not cheap these days.
Why do you have to be a piece of shit to break up with someone?
You're a piece of shit to break through pizza. You're a piece of shit.
Listen, I've had some awkward breakups where
Yeah.
if it was an option to send the person a fucking pizza, I would have fucking done it in a minute.
Well, I can think of one person specifically. It would have taken a whole fucking pizzeria to get the point across.
Yeah,
I don't think a single pie would have done it.
fair.
Is it better or worse than via text message?
It's absolutely
Well,
better. It is absolutely
It's
better than a
obviously
fucking
better.
text message.
Yeah, it's better.
Worse.
It's not worse. You're getting a
Usually-
fucking pizza.
All right, dude, they're not eating the pizza. They're going to throw it in the fucking trash or
Who's
back
not
in
going to
your
eat the
face.
fucking pizza? Why wouldn't you eat the fucking pizza? I'd eat the fucking pizza.
Because you're heartbroken. You're
What-
blindsided. This piece
you-
of shit
Okay,
went out of their way,
If
got
you're-
me a pizza.
if you're heartbroken, you're gonna want to eat.
No, you're throwing it at the person or out the window.
You're not.
Me-
No.
You're setting up the situation in a way that doesn't necessarily have to be. It could just be they're drifting apart
Yeah.
and they don't know how to say. One of them's just like, you know what? Here,
Here's a
take
pizza,
this extra
man.
large pepperoni and fuck off.
Like-
Like, that's not a thing.
That is a thing.
What?
The situation Mike just described.
Why not?
Two people slowly drifting apart. They don't break up with each other from a pizza.
But you
You
could.
should. That's a great way to do
Yeah.
it. You don't want to have that argument. You both know when you look at each other, you don't care about each other, but there's no hatred. It's just like, man,
I'll take the car, you keep the pizza.
Yeah, I'd be hard pressed. Someone's
The only
getting a
way
pie
to-
in the face.
the only way to do that is if you're not fully entrenched yet. You're not
Yeah.
living together. You've been dating for a little while. You haven't completely committed, and you're like, you know what? I don't hate you, and I know you really enjoy bacon. So
Yeah.
take a walk.
I knew it was going to be controversial. That's why it wasn't Nerd of the Week. But I still think it's fucking great.
It's smart. It's good.
It is.
Good advertising.
If you have a Kroger or a Circle K near you, you can get your hands on some Mountain Dew Purple Thunder.
I'm going to sleep.
See?
Yeah, remember that goes into your body, folks.
It's due with a blast of berry, plum, natural, and artificial flavor.
Mostly artificial.
Tastes like purple.
Purples are
It
for
has-
plums.
It has one natural flavor and 37 artificial flavors.
By the way, Natural Flavors is a shell company. It's poison.
Yeah, Natural Flavors is the name of the company that makes all of these chemicals. and you know it is one natural flavor. It's plum cherry because they've mutated a plum and a
Berry,
cherry
it's
together.
berry
They-
plum flavored.
They've created a berry plum.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's beaver asshole. You guys know about the raspberry and vanilla?
Oh, yeah,
Flavoring?
that thing, like,
Yeah.
it's a gland, isn't it?
Yeah, they go, okay, no, let's do skunk asshole and then purple Mountain Dew. This way.
Not skunk
Elbow
asshole.
at Taco Bell.
It's possum taint.
Awesome game.
Possum Taint is a great band name.
Yeah.
Death metal.
If you just can't get enough Peeps, they have a new product for you. Peeps Licorice Ropes. Marshmallow flavored licorice ropes, a soft inside and a chewy outside.
Red or black?
They come in yellow, blue, and red.
Fucking stop.
Listen,
I'm-
they can't stop till they've had enough.
Well, That was an excellent way to end food news, guys.
We're
I am
not done
psyched.
yet. Marzetti's salad dressings and dips. I've got 4 new flavors coming for you. A hot honey vinaigrette, because the hot honey trend is just taking off, they say.
It has jumped the shark. Now it's over the cliff.
A creamy stuffed jalapeno dip, a garlic herb and cheese dip, and a spinach parmesan dip.
This came across your bow. You didn't search for this one because I've never heard of this company before.
No, they make a fantastic blue cheese and ranch dressing.
Okay. This is not a household name company, though.
No, it is.
What is it? What was it called?
Marzetti's. They're the refrigerated dressings that are in your produce section at your
Oh,
supermarket.
there you go. Dressings.
Yeah,
Look who you're talking to.
I know.
Like I never picked up a
They're
dressing.
like normal people that shop an entire, supermarket. They pass these things. Clausen pickle flavored jelly beans will be out in time for Easter.
Would you stop with the fucking pickles
I
now?
can't
Everyone.
stop the food news, sir.
Everyone, stop with the fucking pickles.
No. Ew.
The last
right?
No.
the last bit of food news I have might be a redemption, but I will try these fucking pickle jelly beans
We know that.
because I like jelly beans and pickles.
You're pickle crazy.
Because
Fucking
you'll
love
keep
pickles.
eating even bean boozled jelly beans.
Yeah.
Both of you and Kyle will just keep eating them.
For the first time in like a decade or longer, Nesquik is dropping a new flavor. Cinnamon churro.
Cinnamon churro is turning into the hot honey of sweet flavors.
Yes.
For the last couple of years.
But I'm not gonna lie. If this is gonna taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal milk, without me having to eat the cereal and get empty carbs and sugar, just get the sugar in the milk right away, I'm down. Down, guys. You know you're all gonna fucking try it. You're gonna fucking try it. Don't lie to me or yourselves.
You know how fucking stupid I am? I forgot I had another review.
You do?
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick one though.
Okay.
I watched Strays.
Oh, how was it?
Fucking hilarious.
Okay.
It's exactly as vulgar and stupid as you expect it to be. It
Excellent.
was the one with Will Ferrell, Jamie Foxx, Isla Fisher, and Randall Park as talking dogs,
Yeah.
but they only
yeah.
they don't talk to humans. Yeah, and the whole thing was about biting off Will Forte's dick.
No, nice.
Yeah, check it out. It's if you need a good dick and fart joke movie, it's raunchy.
Time for douche and nerds. I have 2 douches and 3 nerds.
I have a douche.
I got 3 nerds.
I'm a nerd.
Come on, dude. My whole thing was I wanted to be on this show for less than 30 minutes.
Listen, it'll be quick. Douche of the week time. Warner Brothers for shelving Coyote versus Acme, even though they were offered by Amazon, Netflix, and someone else to pick up the streaming fees and rights for it.
Did you see the rumor the CEO didn't even watch it? He's just like,
Yeah. It's not a rumor. He has not watched the movie.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's not a decision on quality. It's absolutely a decision on money. They are hedging their bets. They are trying to cover their losses rather than make good products that just make shit and write it off. It's depressing.
So fuck them. Also, fuck Sony. For those of you that aren't on the hot anime tip, Crunchyroll is absorbing Funimation, which was owned by Sony previously. And anybody who had the Funimation app found out the other day that any physical title that they've already paid for is not transferring because Sony's not paying the transfer.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So, fuck them.
Another bite in the ass from the digital license.
Yeah.
But Crunchyroll's been pretty good to their consumers over time, right?
Yeah. So I'm sure they'll work.
So,
I'm sure they'll
yeah, I
work.
was going to say, they could possibly offer stuff at a discount.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll work something out to make up for the fact that Sony's being shitty. Joe, you said you had a douche?
Yes. Direct TV Stream.
Okay.
for charging you extra for a local channel.
I mean,
They're,
number one problem is DirecTV.
well, yeah, they were the only ones that offered the 2 channels I was looking for. And
Spice.
no, yes, no,
Honcho?
no, SNY, because I want to watch baseball. But the base plan, which includes every other local channel, doesn't include any local sports. So fuck them. I got
yeah.
cable again.
Fuck the man.
Fuck them.
And Whitey.
You
Uh,
kill Whitey?
my nerds. Chris Nolan. Chris Nolan called Fast and Furious a tremendous action franchise and recommended to start with Tokyo Drift and watch it as its own thing. Chris Nolan is a Fast and the Furious fan.
I think Chris Nolan has a twin, like in The Prestige, that just says shit. Because it does not line up with the guy. I don't get it. Because he said something else that was like, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So did you put this in to bring up just to sway Mike into seeing that movie? Or
No, he's not gonna watch the movie, but it's nice to know that someone of the caliber of Chris Nolan is like, yeah, I fucking love Fast and the Furious. It's great.
What's his exact wording there?
His exact wording is
Excellent action franchise?
a tremendous action franchise.
Tremendous. There you go. He qualified it, and I completely understand his statement. If you're saying that these movies do action and adventure as well as the best, you know what? From what I've seen, yes. They do mindless explosion chasing. Great.
I can see, so they ask him, what do you think of the Fast and the Furious? Well, it's a tremendous action franchise.
He's a fan.
Just like that. And then you read it, and you get a boner.
Yeah, he's a fan. He said start with Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
He's got a
'Cause it's a
preferred viewing
standalone-
order, so that means he
yeah.
actually...
He
and
said-
watch it as its own thing.
Yes, it's a preferred order. So
This-
suck my dick.
This is how I know he's full of shit. Nobody in their mind says start with Tokyo Drift unless they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
But it makes sense to start with Tokyo Drift because it's not really connected to any of the other movies at all. And it's not until it's not until they go back and retcon that Han's death was caused by Shaw.
It's a tremendous action franchise. Thank you.
It is tremendous and recommended by Chris Nolan. Oscar Isaac hopes Moon Knight's MCU future involves the Midnight Suns.
I agree.
Yeah, and he hopes that there's room to explore the possibility of the Midnight Suns, and I agree with him. It's good shit.
I want to see more Moon Knight. I want season 2.
Go, Oscar Isaac. And the last bit I have here is from the red carpet of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba to the Hashira Training World Tour opening. Channing Tatum and his daughter Everly were in attendance for the premiere last night, dressed as 2 of the characters from Demon Slayer.
That's cool.
Yes. Yes.
Neat.
Yes.
We all know he's a nerd. He's an extra strength nerd.
Yeah. So
He better be Gambit.
fucking Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll definitely be Gambit in Deadpool 3.
For at least
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay. Go through mine quickly. If you haven't seen John Cena's at-bat for the Savannah Bananas,
It's fucking
I'd
great.
watch it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of league that is. I think it's a goof league. If it is,
Yeah.
that's good. It is. It's one of those where it's kind of a Harlem Globetrotter for baseball.
Yeah.
Okay. Christian Bale, big shout out to him for opening 12 orphanages in Southern California. The first of many, he says. He's doing a real-life Batman thing by trying to help orphans. That's pretty friggin' excellent. And
That's
our
awesome.
last nerd of the week is Jill.
Yeah. Jill,
For going above and beyond and getting those big names in there.
who was supposed to
Yeah.
get special Valentine's desserts tomorrow, but she's not going to be here.
Good
She's
job,
not-
Joe.
She's not in the room anymore, but I'll tell her you guys are ungrateful.
We're ungrateful.
Tell
We're
her,
ungrateful.
tell her I'm grateful.
Ungrateful.
You tell her we said to go fuck herself. I think that's the proper terminology.
I'll tell her that James said thanks for the cash.
Suck
Tell her I
it.
said thanks
Suck it.
for agreeing with me and Henry Carvel, which brings me to my nerd of the week. Henry Carvel for voicing his opinion and owning it, and
Even though
pretty
it's
much
wrong.
saying what we've all been thinking. Thank you, Henry. Thank you.
Even though it's completely wrong.
Anyway, who's next?
I believe
Joe?
I got it.
that's it.
I don't have a nerd.
Okay.
All right.
Kyle's deal then.
What?
You gotta finish it. Gotta end it. You start off the finishing thing.
Oh. Alright, as always, if you like what you hear, you can like us on Facebook.com/nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com and check out nerdities.com.
While you're there, fuck yourself. Also, check out nerdities.myspreadshop.com.
Fuck yourself.
No, fuck yourself. Hard. Go to nerdities.myspreadshop.com. Get some t-shirts, some cum rags, some socks, bibs, onesies. Oh, those fucking hoodies you asked for. You fucking worthless cunts. Also, head over to sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com. CINNFUL, creationsbyjustin.com.
You really know how to sell those shirts, you
And
know?
get-
Just
Well, yeah, because we've
Drum up
sold
interest.
so much. And get yourself some sweet treats, cookies, hand pies, brownies, whatever the fuck else I have on there.
stuffs.
Cinnamon rolls. You're late on the Valentines, but that's fine. If you don't value your loved one as much as I do by making them these treats, whatever. Fuck you then, I guess. It's you in your hand tonight, as Pink says.
Yes, it is. I mean, what?
Look forward to the Irish Bunny Festival that we'll be holding in March. That's the combination of St. Patrick's Day and Easter. It's the day the drunks rise from the gutter, or however it plays out.
2 more days of drinking?
Yeah, something like that. I don't fucking know. Joe's like, oh god. So we're probably going to do a cookies and Irish cream. Is going to be one of our items. So that's going to be cool. It's way better than Crumble, because fuck those guys. Maybe not as good as Gideon's, but I haven't had one of their cookies yet, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
Yeah. There's a lot of chocolate chips on the outside, no sustenance on the inside. It's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I need
We
some
got on the
dough.
waiting list and
Yeah.
didn't want to wait.
But hey, whatever. Buy stuff.
Check us out on youtube.com/nerdities. Beat the shit out of that
No.
subscribe button.
Caress that fucking like
yes.
button.
Okay.
Get all sensual with
Dick
it.
that like button.
Yeah, like a nice sex scene in a movie. You fucking need it.
So what are you
No,
going to do with the
no,
bell?
no
Are you
sex
gonna
in
fly?
movies. No sex in movies. Just, go along accordingly to the plan. And press the button nice. And, make solid eye contact.
So, yeah, hit that bell to get notified when new
Make sure
content-
it gets home on time. Walk it to the front door.
Be respectful
Yes.
to the movie's parents. Shake the dad's hand. Compliment
Yes.
the mom's dress.
Oh, God.
Cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn bucket for the movie.
No, skip that part. Just get the Dune popcorn bucket.
Yeah. All right. That's your spiel, right,
careful.
Joe?
No, Joe's not done yet.
You better be careful.
Yeah, because a whole lot of new content is coming in 2024, including next week. We're having the Nerdies Awards
The Nerdies Awards, you say?
live on YouTube. 8:30.
We're gonna have to talk about that. I think maybe it'd be good to go live earlier with that one.
I agree. So stay tuned to YouTube, and when you hit that notification thing, you'll get notified at this time we go live.
Yeah.
Also, we have Nerd ETs, which is our TV show of cooking.
Our TV show of cooking. Our cooking show. It's our cooking show.
I'm totally. I've lost it. We have the final chapter of the Joe trilogy. We have shorts, we have feature film in the works, fun videos, you name it.
Let this be a reference to Joe being stricken from the record in the Cavill versus Dum Dum debate. Thank you. Good night to all, and to all good night. Ho ho ho.
We're definitely writing a sex scene for Vinny in Justice League.
If you want to give us a budget for Justice League or any of the projects, write to us at nerdities@gmail.com. Remember, we'll croon, we'll swoon, we'll talk about your business and or product.
I would do a sex scene with the microwave watermelon.
That's fine.
For a budget?
No. In Justice League, we're gonna have Vinny have a sex scene.
You think people would pay for that, Joe?
Yeah, they would pay for it.
I mean,
we can't air that on YouTube, but yeah.
We can blur it.
Hit me up on OnlyFans. Henry Carvel.
Good idea, blurring it. Okay.
Henry Carvel cakes are my favorite.
What kind of ice cream are right now?
Come. Mike, we lost you. You got no audio. I don't know what the fuck, man. But we can't end the show until you get back on.
Hello.
There you are.
The fucking shit with this. Fucking opinions of the fucking nerdy screw idiotic and fucking pour it out. Fucking equipment fucking sucks. Fuck bye.
Bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.